All right, we are here to build the post-closing smart plan that we talked about in class today. And all we're going to do is we're going to come right in here to the Smart Plans menu. You'll see it right over with the little gear in the corner. And when you get to this page, we're going to click on Create in the top right corner. When we hit Create, we're going to give this plan a name, Post-Closing Buyer Smart Plan. Just abbreviate it there, and click on Create Plan. This is going to give us a blank slate to start with. And we're going to be utilizing this plan right here that we went over in the class, talking about following up with a buyer after their closing. And so we can see the first day one has a task to put in. So we're going to come back over here. We're going to find Create Task over on the left side and just click and drag that right into spot number one in day one. Then over to the right, we can see that this task is an update the contact info. So this is not a contact task. It's not a touch task here. And we're just going to name this update contact information. And we're going to put in here just all the different pieces that we want to make sure are correct. We most likely have their email address, their new home address since they just bought a home. And then we will also put in their birthday. Since we did a transaction with them, we most likely have their birthday somewhere to pull, and uh, setting up their neighborhood, which putting in their new home address should set up their neighborhood, but you may want to add a few around that neighborhood just to bring a little bit more value in those neighborhood nurture emails. And the priority level here, I like to set these to medium priority. And then when is the task due? That same day that it's assigned, we're just going to have it be due. And we're going to click Add Step. So there's our first step for our smart plan. We're going to come over here and see that on day one, an email should also go out. And so we'll do the same thing. We're just going to click and drag Send Email. We're going to drag it right over here, and you see that box opens up with the greenish rectangle around it. And we can just drop it in there. We're going to keep this to be a simple design as a thank you email. We're not going to go through with all the content here today, but you can build out your own content here. I recommend utilizing an AI system to maybe help you write the content here. But we're just going to put in content. Notice that you can use merge tags that will drop their first name in, or any of these other merge tags that you'd like to use. I like to start there and then start with your thank you email. This is a great place to put in referral links, sending them over to your Google business page, your Facebook page, wherever your KW command page, excuse me, your KW agent site. Any of those places, you can put those links in here to start driving those, sorry, not referrals, y'all, reviews. And but this is also a great place to ask for referrals. And then we'll just hit add step once we have finished writing out our email. We'll put add step. It'll be the same email that sends out to any buyers, but it will put their name in there to personalize it. And now let's go back to our plan, and we see the next one is on day 3. Day 3, we're going to make a call to follow up with the email that we just sent them. So we're going to come over here, and right in the center, we'll click Add Day. And that'll give us another spot to drop in the next set of activities. Notice that it says day 2, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that in just a moment. But we're going to now make a call from the left side, click and drag that into what is labeled day 2 right now. And then we're going to put in the thank you / referral call. And here's a great place to put in your dialogue or your conversation that you're looking to have, maybe questions you want to ask. Put them in the description. They'll be right in front of you while you're making this call as you check off the task. Here I like to set this priority to be high, and once again, due on the same day. We're going to hit add step. Now, we can see that the plan has this on day 3, so we need to adjust the timing. And to do that, all you have to do is right here, you see the little hourglass that is representing the timing of the plan. And wait 1 day is actually a link we can click, which when we do, we can increase the delay. And now you see this is day 3. And so now our phone call is on the correct day. And so now we're going to build in a text on day 7. So we'll follow those same steps. We're going to click Add Day, drag in Send Text Message on that day. Come over here and write our message. You'll have merge tags available in the text messages as well. Note at the top, if you are using Twilio, you can send this as an automated text so that it'll just automatically go out from that Twilio number. You can also choose to make this a task to do. And it doesn't send anything on its own. It just creates a task in your task manager so that you can complete the text yourself on your cell phone. And here we'll put send check in. We'll say send 1 week check in text. And I like to send mine automated, so I'm just going to build out the text here. And we'll put in same thing. We won't write all the content in here. This is something that you should write yourself, so it comes from your voice, from your type of communication style. And then we'll just hit add step, and that adds our text step. And so now we can go on to the next one. We have a call on day 21. Oh, we need to adjust the day real quick. So let's do that again. And that should be a 3-day increase. Oh, make it a 4-day increase. And now we have our call on day 7. We'll add another day. This one's going to happen on day 21. So I'm just going to adjust that up front. And let's see, there's day 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. And then you see that this task is also going to be another call. And so we'll come in, drag in, make a call. We'll go through the same steps. I like putting something in the task name that makes that reminds me what exactly I'm calling about. So you saw before it was the thank you referral, and here we'll put in check in reviews, referrals, and how is the house? And once again, you can put in specific questions or reminders in here of things you might want to remind yourself to do during this call, so that when you're going through, you don't have to think too hard or go look up what you need. You can just look at your description of the task and be able to kind of know what this call and how it's going to go. And all the calls I always like to set as high priority, so that when I'm looking at my task list, I can filter the priority tasks that are higher so that I can just take care of those first. And so calls are always number 1 on my priority list. All right, so we're almost done. We have 2 tasks left. We have a direct mail reminder. So Command cannot automatically send out your direct mail, but you can remind yourself to send that direct mail piece. Here you see that the note recommends doing like a preferred vendor QR code to build into that email. If you are going to do an email like that, there is a design process step that you can design that email, and we're not going to go over that in this video. But please contact me if you'd like to work on that together. But we're just going to add another day and put in that task to just remind ourselves, send direct mail postcard with vendor QR code. And like I said, this is a design that you can do and send straight through Command. Prices are really reasonable here, where they start at just about 80 cents for the postcard, and you can get a bigger postcard and send that to them as well. But lots of ways to utilize this step. Doesn't have to be the vendor QR code. Could be a thank you note. Could be a handwritten note. Could be really anything that gets into their mailbox and puts you in front of them one more time. And this will help with your recognition. You know, you might want to put something in there, maybe like a calendar or a sports schedule, something that's a little bit stickier, like the vendor QR code, so that it sticks around, doesn't just get tossed when they see it. It might stay on the fridge or on the counter a little bit longer with your branding, your face in there, reminding them that you just help them make their dream come true. And so we're going to hit add step, and we'll move on to the last step here. We see that 6 weeks in, we have one more call to add in, and so we'll do that. So let's adjust this day first. This one should be on day 30, and so we're on 22, so we're going to add in there. Oh, one more day. And then we'll hit add date one last time and add in that make a call task. after 6 weeks. And so we'll bump the day up here. Oh, we'll do the task first. All right. 6-week check-in call. Same thing through here. So again, I'm going to set my priority level up higher and hit add step. And then let's adjust those days to get that to day 42. Oh, went one past. And apply. All right, our plan is complete. Now the last step is we want to make sure to hit save plan up here in the top right corner. It's going to think there for a moment. And just note, this is where you can also add in those trigger tags that we mentioned in class. You can also remove people from this smart plan, from any smart plan when they reply to an email or a text message. You know, for this plan, that wouldn't be appropriate. We don't have any emails more than the send email or the send text, but we want the plan to continue even if they do respond. So here, this wouldn't be applicable. And then we can close out this plan. That is it on building out a smart plan. You can utilize this video across all kinds of other systems, especially if you're using that system planner that we went over in class. You're going to take that plan and apply it just like in here. And so you have some different steps that you may be using. And so if you do need any help, please reach out to me. You can see we have hundreds of plans that I've built in the past for myself, for other agents. I'd love to help you implement these into your system. If you need any assistance, just reach out, send an email to me, get on my calendar, and we'll get it figured out.